Hey guys, Matt, IronTrap Garage, and today we're going to be working on the 34 sedan delivery project. So I've been driving this around town just a little bit, and we're kind of ready to start buttoning some additional things up on the car. So number one, it is stinky, hot, and loud inside. So we're going to be using some Eastwood X-Mat sound deadening and a heat barrier that we're going to put inside the car. Also going to make a rubber floor mat for the car just to kind of finish the inside out a little bit. And that's also going to seal up any of the unused holes in the firewall and all that kind of stuff, just to make it a little better to drive. The other thing is, we got back finally from Williamson Instruments, we got the pair of gauges that we needed for this car, so that we can really watch some of the most vital information on it, and that's water temperature and oil pressure. I basically gave them some vintage like Stuart Warner boat gauges that had a size that I liked. They basically totally redid the gauges. They made new faces for it. They restored the internal mechanical portions of that, and then they ended up matching them to some brand new senders. So we have those. Steve's going to have to drill some holes in the dash. It's going to be a little scary to mount those in the center of the dash, get the senders all set in, and hopefully by the end of this, I don't know what else we got to do. We got a lot to do, little things to button up, but hopefully by the end of this, we are all set to take another little test drive in this thing, and hopefully it's better and basically ready for the road for the rest of this season. So let's get started.
It's in the range of trimming. Never seen a step bit that big before. It works, but man, when you get down to these big parts, that thing kicks like a mule. Wants to break your wrist. And it shoots burning hot chips all over you, which is an added bonus. Ow. Ow. right, we'll do that. Whew. Converted gauges from Williamson's Instruments in Chester, Arkansas. Did a great job making a face for them and converting them over to, I guess, to modern internals. They're electric now, and he sent along electric senders for it, so it really makes it nice to you know, just plug and play with them. So they look old, but they work new, which is a wonderful thing. All right. Now this one I already hogged out a little bit to fit that in, so that one fits in there. Temperature fits in there. Yeah, we gotta hit that a little bit with the die grinder. All right, let's grab that and get that done. Power. There we go. Excellent.
to make a quick bank stop. We're going to Long Island tomorrow, and I needed some extra spending money in case we see anything interesting above and beyond what we're already purchasing. So good day to drive the sedan delivery. This thing is freaking awesome. So Steve did a ton of work to this thing, so took it out again just to shake it down, get play with the idle, all that kind of stuff. But nice to be able to start using this thing. And we just got these gauges. Take my lollipop out of my mouth. We just got these gauges done by Williamson. So I'm just literally like the first time I'm driving it with these. So they're electric gauges, so they move a little, you know, a little slow. A lot of my cars have the capillaries where it's just like it stays on all the time. So you get back in the car, you see what temperature is. So this thing you could see is moving around, and this engine runs pretty cool. So when we got here, I was sat in traffic a bunch, and I'm like, man, is this gauge even working? Because it was down, you know, wasn't even over the 100 mark yet, which is, if you look at the gradation on here, it was probably at 150 or something like that. So I wasn't quite sure, but if you look, it is steadily going up, so it's good. So just keeping an eye on everything. Turn our camera on. And let's go for a drive. But not working yet, so we're gonna have to look at that. Maybe down below, maybe our cable's messed up. But always fiddling to get stuff working. I can hear it spinning. All right, so took this thing on a little bit of drive. Evan and I actually took it to its first cruise in, just a local one that's maybe 5 or 10 miles away. And we made a successful trip, had some good things, some bad things, but we made it home all by ourselves without a tow truck, which is important. Steve did a great job doing all the different things in this. I really have been busy juggling the mill and everything else that he kind of tackled most of the project here. He got the gauges installed, got all the sound deadening done and the rubber mat in, and it is much, much better to drive this thing. When I first started driving it, the heat, the smell from the engine, everything else was kind of annoying just from the little bit we drove it. So by doing all that, it made a world of difference. He was able to save these original door cards that came with the car, doing a little bit of patching and some different stuff. Got them back in, got all the garnish molding mounted back in, which is great. Took a little bit of wood glue in some of the holes where the wood was stripped out. I went and dug pretty hard, and I found a set of like 49 shoebox Ford door pulls and also or door handles and window cranks. Put that all in, and that kind of gives it that little bit of hot rod custom feel, which is great. Of course, the gauges worked out fantastic. It was a little bit of a fiddly job for Steve. I ended up having to weld some studs in the dash, and then we kind of brushed some paint in just to make it not as noticeable. And we got working gauges all around. The speedometer we still got to look at. That didn't seem to be working. I don't know if we had a problem with the cable. And as always, you drive it, you fix a bunch of stuff, you drive it, and then you find like 10, 20 more things that you need to take care of as you start tightening the car up and buttoning some stuff up. So I'm just happy to have this thing on the road again, and all the windows rolling up, the windshield and rear window opening and closing. It starts, it drives, it's pretty awesome. So this is another one, we're gonna call this another one saved and put back on the road, which is the goal of everything we do, is to save these cars, either pass them on so they go back on the road or do it ourselves. So thank you guys for following along, appreciate it. Let us know what you think of the 34 sedan delivery. Thanks, see you later.